I'd still expect a FaZe victory today.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty sketchy, ugly Counter-Strike as well. It's not going to be clean in terms of the gameplay either. Both these teams struggling to find some comfort. There goes Elige, his aggressive play towards the jump up. He's dropped down, so all of a sudden Astralis, they crank up the gear. They pick up the speed into the B-bomb site, so they should have a plant with players locked out and time to get into some post-plant positions, but they haven't cleared cave yet.
Yeah, Broky, Jewel Berettas unleashed a double kill from the Julius. Is there anything else here for Broky? He's got teammates with him. Grenade lands on Cadian.
I bet you regret that one if you're Astralis,
Yeah.
because now you have to back out of the bomb site as well. Broky just saved the day.
Yeah, he did. And he's still going. He's still going forward. Doesn't want to round that corner. Ill-advised to do so. Would give up the advantage that they currently hold. And with 1 minute left, Astralis has some time to figure out what they want to do.
I think
Too much of a risk to go back into mid, perhaps, so they're going to stay committed towards cave for the time being and leave Device just stopping any B-ramp aggression.
Yeah, they don't have the utility to back away safely, so it's got to just be re-aggress at this bomb site, and Broky's already shut one down. That's brutal.
What a start to the map here for Broky.
It's a weird pistol round. It's weird seeing a T-side take a bomb site on the pistol and then bail out and then come right back to it. But, I mean, honestly, I don't know if there were better options for Astralis. I can't blame them for trying to come back into this B bomb site. That turn into the cave in a 4v5, Broky gets 2, and that ruins everything. A follow-up Molotov to delay the plant even longer, and then Astralis' utility fades away. This round, it sucks if you're Astralis.
Yeah, and it never really gets going there at the end. So 3 from Broky. The rest of his teammates able to close it out in the end. It's frustrating because you get such a good player like Elige. You just know it's an awkward fit. You have to kind of force it in. And so far, it hasn't been very smooth. Cadian charging up towards the top of the B ramp. We're going to be fast about this, and pretty great opening. So that's rained down, gone by the wayside. Stown looking to follow up here as he pushes through cave. Carrigan starting to realize this. Has his MP9 ready to go, but can't stop Stown.
Yeah, some very, very fast pieces of aggression for Astralis to open it. Cadian challenging the B ramp as fast as he can. And also that play in through cave coming as quick as humanly possible from Stown after the opening pick. And FaZe gonna have to save. So first round on the board for Astralis in this 3 versus 5. FaZe want nothing to do with it. 2 MP9s and an M4 will be saved. Broky's op is going to be positioned at the B bomb site to start this round, just to slow down any fast plays that they saw in the last round. With the mid utility put up by Astralis, he'll shift back to red room. It's Carrigan for the first contact.
Oh, shadows in, but it's down sharp to the headshot again. Back-to-back rounds, he's taking Carrigan out towards cave or jag. Worked out pretty well here for Stown. Astralis with the advantage at a minute 15.
And Frozen steps through the donut smoke to get a little glimpse of what's going on in mid and sees nothing. Clears out red room. Broky holding the angle as Rain steps up to keep space for his op, but Broky missing this. No repeat from Yabby.
Well, he has to go and look at B. They have to address this problem. So the rotation's coming in. They're committed to the cave, and so Rain's trying to force himself into that jag fight, trying to get some space, but it's not going to go out well for him. Oh, shot from Broky. No scope to the head of Stown. Alicia's come back just in the nick of time. Cadian was holding elbow, and now he's decided to push forward and take space at red, and that bomb is coming with him. Device going through donut. Cadian there to cut off rotations, and FaZe have got to go in for an A retake as they come back through, but Cadian could spoil the party before it even begins.
They've got kits as well. You're exactly right. They just need to get past this.
Back turn. Oh, Cadian not able to make the most of it.
It's going to scare them enough to back away. There's no point in going for it still. It's not worth the risk if you're FaZe. So even though the kill's not there, the intimidation was there.
And they're already on the hunt.
And yeah, now they're setting up to take some of these guns away at the end of the day. The round not over yet.
Yabby up towards the top of ramp. Frozen tucks himself into the cubby. That's going to work out perfectly for Frozen. The guillotine. Out to chop off Yabby's head. Now Device and Cadian. The last 2, it's only Cadian that can actually get some impact here to remove another weapon from FaZe, but scoreline tied up 2 apiece.
I just mentioned some of the struggles of Cadian kind of calling with an AK-47 instead of an op. This was a really nice round from him.
Charge out in the middle. Yabby ready to go, and Frozen shredded. Another opening for Astralis. Mid-control established. And it's tough now for FaZe. They have to make the adjustment. In fact, they're taking a risk. They're leaving the B bomb site. They've got one player just playing far back. That's Carrigan blocking top ramp. But there is a weakness towards B that they're going to try and step up in mid instead. Rain fighting towards Yabby. Lige comes around the back. Donut push is perfect. Yabby gets caught. Here comes the A main play, though.
Yeah, good find. But A bomb site's wide open. They'll be happy to try and recover that. And Yabby's still doing work on the other side of the map. I don't think FaZe fully realizes what's coming to hit them at the A site.
Yeah, Cadian with some success towards that B bomb site. Now there's a shot from Device out from Brokey. Uses his own position against him. And Elige able to respond. So bomb down a long way off from the remaining FaZe players. And Cadian still a problem, still a nuisance over towards B. And Rain has eyes on it, but there's a timing and he looks away. Stown should get Legion mid as well. And it's clean enough there for Astralis. 3-2, they've got the lead.
Really cool. Astralis playing well in these first 5 rounds. And now they've got a FaZe back to pistols.
Now, it's worked out pretty well for Elige to kick things off. Oh, gets better. Rain's Deagle rings out. And Astralis down to 3 players. They were getting these clean openers in the rifle rounds. As soon as the pistols are back out, they lose 2. But he's about to get peeked by AWP. It's going to be tough. He has to nail this headshot. Here they come. Device stops him from finding any impact, so Astralis get in towards the site.
Yeah, nothing really FaZe can do from here. Save that AK-47, going to be valuable moving forward in the hands of Kerrigan to drop that over to a teammate. Set up for some exit kills as well, but Astralis have found themselves in. And another kill from Stare. So 3 on 3. FaZe is still lined up like they could go for this.
Look at this flank. Look at the flank from Rain.
Oh, it
They're so distracted, and he's got space to work with. Stare's gonna go down. That's a headshot. Oh, so clean from Rain. And he looks to drop Device, and it's a missed shot when he's not looking at him. He hits the hard ones, misses the easy one, and Device now to try and close this up against Elige, and he will do so on the Tech 9. Rain gets it so close, but when he needs to hit the one shot, needed to close the round, just couldn't connect it.
That's a beautiful sequence, though. Calm and collected.
I like that echo effect. That was kind of cool.
One of the best of all time, Moldeva. Molotov out towards the jump up. Frozen and Elige get aggressive towards L. They've even got a 3rd player, Brokey, in support with the op. So mid-control, the name of the game for FaZe, and they've seen a little leg.
Yeah, and Elige likes what he sees. Here comes around the back.
Doesn't know about the second.
No, he ain't aware. There's a second player right there, and it's Yabby. He'll make sure that that headshot is responded to. And we got a 4v4 with a minute 25 left. Brokey's pinned. He's looking in towards elbow. Stare would die if he fully committed to the angle, but he shows a little shoulder. Frozen cuts off the heaven peak from Yabby. Cadian senses some space towards the A bomb site, and he's going to move with it.
Oh, this is a nasty off angle. Is Frozen ready? Okay, survives, gets a dink as well. Frozen comes back to clean it up, but Cadian, okay, just walks out into the open.
Yeah, great reposition for Brokey to fall back and adjust for that. Cadian 0 to 0 in an instant. Kerrigan sitting inside of the cubby with under a minute left on the clock. The bomb is just waiting for the rest of the teammates to arrive.
This smoke is perfect, though. Rain's shifting over, but oh, another follow-up one. If that faded and Device was able to try and make a play, you might have had a real chance at it.
That's the most frustrating moment, isn't it? Your Device just sitting there waiting for your timing, and a re-smoke comes in. 35 seconds. They've got to go through it. It's Device just waiting in behind the smoke. Rain looking for his revenge, but he can't stop Device. And is it another 1v2 for Deve? He's got the bomb down, he's committed to it, and now he's got the right read. Device, back-to-back clutches, dragging Astralis over the line.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one from Device as well. Having to step through the smoke, just take the risk. What a great shot.
And so they're going to go back in mid and use Stare's space to work in their favor. Under 1 minute left on this clock, and Stare's about to put the pressure on Brokey, who's scoped in.
Oh
he is going to die under the scope. Stare's got the headshot, and that is disastrous for FaZe. They've lost their sniper in middle.
And Kerrigan was just at the jump up saying mid was clear, so Brokey never knew one had already crossed over. Oh, now the hit into the A bomb site. Astralis putting on a clinic. Good trades. Bomb site is theirs.
Round's theirs. Save call for Rain and Kerrigan. And 7-2 Astralis. And they've had timeouts so far. You know, they've called a timeout ahead of some of these gun rounds, and hasn't changed too much for FaZe.
A lot of it goes back to, I mean, look, it feels like there's a little element of old school heroic into this as well. You have like kind of Stown and Yabby really applying pressure to extremities while plays are happening on the other side of the map and other positions on the map, but those two being loud, pulling defenses in their directions, thinning things out for the main thrust. Things are looking good for Astralis. They're hitting a nice little piece of momentum here. And they've had more of these aggressive stances to help them slow down the fast pressure on the B bomb site and to control mid and not let Astralis just work both bomb sites at the same time.
But I think in some of those rounds where they have played more aggressive, they haven't necessarily had either the weapons to challenge Elbow that strong or the utility. And now they've lost Elige early on, this time from a device pick from the doors. He looks up towards heaven and Elige is caught. Oh, Rain just tucked to the left side. Device slowly slithering his way forward, sees the head of Rain, but the timing to drop off. He would have got info on that second player over there as well. The spam is good. Frozen's down to 4 HP off of that.
Yeah, and he's going to apply the pressure, but they're always going to finish at the A bomb site. They want to go elsewhere, so they're just going to set this up to pull as many players as they can, keep as many players here. It's not worth risking too much after this. Just Device hold the angle. There's Brokey with the pick. Device with one on the other side of the map.
9 seconds.
Oh, one in the open. Bomb being planted just now, and Device is a distraction and canceled. And okay, he might have gotten it.
He just about has it. Oh, missed shot over the top of his back. Brokey tried to deny, but that might have been the only way the FaZe win this, because Frozen's on 4 HP, and on the other side of the map, Brokey was so close to heroics, but couldn't stop it from going down. In the nick of time, Astralis secure the bomb plant, and because of that, their 9th round win. I bet Brokey wish he had a rifle. Well, they've got them in control. FaZe can't challenge for it, really. Good start from Rain. That's Stown going down. Elige's turn to fight from Red. Stair coming right in. M4 good for 1, but Device getting the trade kill. Elige once again going down at the hands of the sniper of Astralis.
This has been Frozen's response a couple of times in this half. There's like a kill comes out in middle and he immediately pushes that smoke and turns the corner to clear Red. So good find there and puts FaZe in a really, really strong position. There's a lot of risk inherent in that decision from Frozen, but he gets the reward side of it this time. Kaden would have to deliver a banger under Rain here. If they get this kill relatively clean, there's time before the rotation comes in after that, the support. Miss the chance. Rain just needs to live. No need to re-peek. Let the Molotov zone you out. Let them plant inside the bomb site. 4 on 2.
Still got Carrigan and Cave as well. They start to swarm them. Carrigan puts the pressure in. Brokey to close it out. And a 3rd round for FaZe secured at the end of what? Very quiet. They spot no one. Now they start to make steps just outside of Red. Frozen, getting up and close and personal inside of the smokes. Down. Oh, he's about to get cleared out, but there's a second player here, Device, revealing himself. Cadian's alongside of him, and the skirmish in Red goes the way of FaZe.
Yeah, really well done from Elige. The follow-up kill on Device is critical. Important trade because FaZe jumped right into the stack. Stout might have been caught off guard. A 2-for-1 in the favor of FaZe in the initial engagement, and now they're just ready and waiting to prime themselves into the A bomb site. Carrigan's going to join up with them through A main. Rain is following up in the rear to watch the flank. It's Elige and Brokey stepping in now to an open bomb site for a plant. And this should be both pistols for FaZe in this map.
Stare to come back in from CT spawn. No one from FaZe giving a chance. They realize how important this pistol round is. They cannot let it go, and the time is ticking on that fuse. Yabby getting caught. Carrigan nails that shot with a P250. And Cadian stuck in middle. No opportunity for him to get involved. So it is a 4th round for FaZe. The first step of a long road back into this game, but it's been taken. Looking to ride this one into a 10th round victory if possible. FaZe slowing things down, making sure they limit the mistakes that can happen. And here comes some aggression. Brokey's got to handle it. Yabby can't win that fight at range with the MP9.
This is the salvage Galil. Okay.
Oh no, Brokey's gone down. There's a kill from Stown, and this is disastrous for FaZe. 44 seconds left. Get the hell out of there and try and get over towards this A bomb site. There's one player here to defend. It's Cadian with a deagle inside of Temple, and if he just lets one of them commit to the plant, he can take him out of commission, and he'll have a 1v1 duel. His teammates start to rotate over. There's the body shots. There's the damage, but here comes the plant. So it's a 4v2 retake for Astralis. No kid on their backs. 2 Galil salvage, a smoke, but no flashes. Elige and Frozen need to win this round for FaZe. It's so important for their chances of getting back into this game with that kill into mid. Frozen puts them in the right position, but he's taking damage on board. He's on 24 HP, and they're letting Frozen take next contact. Then Elige has to play. He has to win it alone. His teammate gone. Elige put pressure on, and Astralis celebrate a victory as they get back into that defuse with plenty of time to secure the victory. And with weaker weapons and some timed aggression, it is Astralis that come back after a pistol loss.
I think
Very surprising.
I think FaZe has a little bit further to fall before we realize how much trouble they're actually in.
Okay.
I actually don't see a rebound in the near future of FaZe. I think these struggles will continue into the major, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, with some of the competitors also making some big moves around them, yeah, it's worrying times. Here's Rain off the ledge. FaZe, not only have they lost the opening player, but Frozen's on 4 HP. Damage down to Rain. He's finished off in middle. Carrigan just gets into the donut, but Frozen's about to be picked off the back of the pack, and it's over. This map is done.
And the insurance policy inside of A main as well. Yabby hears all these footsteps. Good first kill. Brokey steps up. He goes down also 13-4. A quick closeout for Astralis.
Yeah, Astralis coming in with a dominant opening map, looking to try and take this series 2-0. FaZe have fallen flat.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
Into the mid control, it's Rain just having a little peek through those doors and climb up into short being set up here for FaZe. You've got Stown out long and Device holding the long house, and that is one great kill to open things up. Frozen down.
That's actually a perfect kill because you're playing a retake at the A bomb site. This defense is set up to defend against a mid to B split or an attack directly into the B bomb site. The fact that you get one kill and you're playing 5-on-4, if Stown can add one more on top, and he will, now you can survive. You can play for the retake. You have a 5-on-3. No need to fight anything else until your 3 B players rotate over and get into position.
Bomb plant secured.
You have to clear Elige.
Here comes Cadian and Stare up first. Oh, Elige! Oh, Elige! There he goes, back to it, gets a double. Somehow makes the most of that. Now Carrigan left, and it's clean on the first. Can he get the second? Yes, he can! Carrigan looking for the 1v3 with the P250 and just couldn't connect the final headshot. 6 shots on the first, just couldn't get the one that mattered. It's that jumping headshot.
Carrigan's good for a crazy clutch once in a while. I don't know what it is. He's got a quality to him.
Well, connects on the Device. There goes Cadian looking away at the wrong time, getting his crosshair back to land a dink on Elige. Not enough damage to bring him down. So Elige up first with the kill, but the grenade soars in and somehow still alive.
Oh my lord. Even Elige is like, that probably should have killed me.
Here, have my gun, Rain. Yeah, have that.
Well, they've made noise, so Yabby close to the double doors is calling out 2 and lower.
Ooh, smoke fades. Yabby tucked in the corner. Star makes the short play forward and comes out on top.
Yeah, but you
kill on Rain. Device finished off. Second shot this time connecting. Deagle goes through the mid doors. Here's Stown. First kill's good. Second's better on top of Xbox, and he gets away with his life. Star stops that bomb from making it away through the double doors, and Frozen now left on 5 HP.
Yeah, nicely done. Good recovery from Astralis. I was going to say, awkward situation where you kind of have to let Yabby just die close up to those double doors. There's nothing you could do to overextend to save him. You just risk too much. For Device and Stown out towards long. Good shot from Brokey.
Hell yeah.
$100 in the bank. He got a scout and he's already made it work.
Who needs an AWP? Here's Cadian. Oh, under pressure, and that molly's gonna slow them down.
He's got a smoke as well, but he might have to burn it immediately. We have a chance to get back into this. There are some options available to us. If they can find Rain in lower, in mid, at Xbox.
If Stare can delay, if he can be a thorn in the side of FaZe, oh, well, Rain goes down in middle, so now it's going to be an acceleration for Astralis, and FaZe know what's up. So they have to go fast up long. So Carrigan, with the pressure on his shoulders from short side, Star's just looking to try and delay them at long for as long as possible, but he's smoked out, so looks up to short instead. Here comes the leash, bomb on his back. Moving into the bomb site, Stowns come in with a pick. Cadian's long flank's good. Frozen's gone. Bomb plant being secure right now. And Carrigan, oh, can't make it happen. It's all on Elige. He's gonna try and stop them, but it's not gonna be able to happen. Elige just under too much pressure. Astralis swarmed them in all different directions. Stay committed down at lower tunnels. Here comes a long play for Astralis. Stera getting hungry, pushes in towards the longhouse itself, and FaZe start to move through the mid doors, putting pressure towards the B bomb site with Cadian in position.
Ooh, there's 3. Now you spot it all. Yabby, that's not a fun spot to be in, but that smoke at double doors might help you. It's a slow creeping B split.
Nice peek from Yabby, gets back to the angle at the double doors, and Yabby melts them, shreds them, and nearly gets the window picked. But Elige is left in a 1v2.
No health.
Low HP, 18 to be exact, and he's just waiting out behind the smoke. Smoke fades now, Gap at a fight, headshot in. Elige predicting the move to come through window, but Device was a little bit further back. But he's got the health advantage, and Device just goes into the fight, and Elige wins. A crucial clutch here for FaZe Clan.
Quad kill for Elige in the round as well. Beautifully put together, start to finish, and they needed that. They needed a round win. They needed some life here on Dust 2.
And the scope ready to go from Goose. Elige with the smoke tossed out. Gonna go into the flash peek. Carrigan falls victim to Cadian, who goes back out again, and the second shot from Cadian is delightful. Brokey going down. Cadian starting to move forward. Changing his position slightly, gets eyes on his next victim. Cadian landed that. Another kill on Rain, and a shutdown from Astralis. All 5 stay alive, and FaZe Clan just melt upon their hand.
God damn, Cadian. Let me see that jump up shot one more time. I was like, in my head, I'm like,
I thought he's dead. I'm like, why you
you're
look
crazy. Just live. You don't need to do this.
Frustrating start of the game here for Frozen. 0-6 at the moment.
Not even the start of the game, just the whole series surely has been frustrating for everyone on FaZe. Now it's going from bad to worse, because now
Device's turn on the AWP.
everyone on this FaZe team will remember what it was like playing against Device when he was at his peak, and it's probably feeling similar at the moment. He's been so many different places with the AWP, harassed you a number of times, and he ain't missing that first shot.
Here comes the walk. Rain at the front. The pack of players going back in short. They're surely expecting this.
What's he doing?
What? Yeah, Device just chilling right now.
He's
He's
like
like, oh,
looking for a
hold
napkin?
on. Actually, I gotta play here again.
What was that?
I have no idea. Everything went quiet, but he's still here, still fragging.
Yeah, but he's had to give up so much space because of whatever it was he was doing.
Got an itch, Jason.
Wiping his
He
hands
had to
off.
scratch.
All right, it's still recoverable. Just would have been nice to maybe have one more.
This would be a pretty sick highlight, though, wouldn't it, from Device? You know, you get the first opener, you take a break doing something, and then you just come back and clean up. But missed shot into the site. Star's not going to miss his opportunity, and here comes the retake. Astralis arriving, the cavalry's in, and
dude.
Device blasts Brokey through the box. Another flawless round for Astralis. They don't lose a single player.
Get FaZe out, bro. They're done.
The towel has been thrown in. I thought he would have seen a little bit more there. But it's great to turn the X-ray off and see what he really sees. Through mid they go. Elige at the front of the attack. Molotov goes behind that CT smoke. There's a fight about to go down, and Yabby is the man to step up for it. Down gets one. Cadian's gone down, but Yabby making sure the trade is that. It's a little bit scary now for that B bomb site because there's no one there, no one inside of the B site. And you mentioned earlier retaking with the AWPs. Well, it's only Device up at the moment, so it's 2 rifles at least still in play. And Stera coming in late mid. This could be huge because Brokey's stuck in a cage right now.
It's all about sound. If Stera gives a footstep away, oh, nope, he's going to clear it. He was very, very convinced. Now to B tunnels we go. Rain and Kerrigan to hold off 3 players retaking. There's only 1 smoke on Stera.
Lurk smoke thrown out, and Rain about to get aggressive to the window. They're both looking the wrong way, and so with Rain on the double, the round is done. Stera looking for heroics, but not going to be happening. Carrigan to drop him with the Glock. They needed an extra round. At least FaZe have got it now, but a little bit more work to be done. 2 rounds left in this half. Great opportunity to get 5 to close out. He can work with that. Carrigan down mid with some speed. Cadian pin, and okay, Carrigan.
I'm amazed Cadian committed to that play after the AWP spotted him and took a shot.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been the signal to just be like, oh, play's not there, back away. But Cadian wanted the fight.
FaZe tried to run the short execute a couple of times, but got punished by the AWPs.
Oh, good
deciding
sound
not
cues.
to go for it here.
Surely Stair moves now. This has got to be the moment.
Stown just waiting. Oh, first bullet not accurate. Does well to at least get one. Yabby stays at the back of the platform. They're going to heat things up, but he still stands in the same position. It's a double kill from Yabby. Here comes the Liege. Out through the smoke, and he gets caught by Device. Patience pays off. Nearly stops the bomb from getting across, but Brokey into the clutch.
Alige gave you one earlier. Now Brokey's got to.
Oh, they pushed through so fast. They came through so fast. They didn't let Brokey get into a comfortable position at all. And they get back in that retake before it really even gets going. I like the aggression up top mid here for Stair. Looked like he's about to get a guaranteed opener on Carrigan, but doesn't go the way he would have anticipated or hoped. And he'll maintain his aggressive positioning. Carrigan's actually going to get caught moving through that smoke, not by Stair, but by Device, who peered up into top middle.
I'm kind of amazed that Stair is still here. They know he's still here.
I'm just rooting for Frozen, man. Get your one in the end of this half.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Just get your one.
Ooh, that's been rough.
This is it. He's gonna get one. He's gonna get it, Jason.
I don't know, you got Devices off on one side, you got an awkward...
This is it. There we go. It's a win, a small W.
All right, doesn't matter what you do from here.
You didn't finish the half on 0. And his teammates now stepping forward into long. Yabby looking to make the most of this out from Goose. And, ooh, good dink onto the second player as well. It's Device's turn as he hops up and gets blasted by Brokey, leaving it all on Stown, who's going to give this one a good go. 1v3 to round out the half. And Brokey makes sure that it's 4 for FaZe. It's not a clean half. It's not fantastic, but at least something.
They recovered enough to give a little bit of hope. Yeah,
there we go.
Frozen. Yeah, baby.
We're all rooting for you.
You gotta be proud of that one.
And FaZe have got info that it's going to be a long play, so they're going to try and bolster the defense here, ready to go against a heap of Astralis players coming towards them. Carrigan taking some challenges. Alige to peek with him. So far, so good for FaZe. It's Brokey with the opening pick. It's just fighting.
Still a long way to go. Yep, and now the USP swing. And at range, they come out on top.
It's deathmatch, but it's all FaZe Clan at least. See, Frozen's off to the races, man. He doubled his kills in the first half and coming into the second.
True.
So.
And he was doing a little heat check there at the end with the long push as well. He was trying to see if he got it back. But did not. Buy back here for Astralis. They've invested, and oh no. FaZe lost one of these rounds on Ancient. Yeah. If you want to keep going back to the parallels.
Yeah. Let's see if it happens again. Frozen, they run right by him, and they line up perfectly. Oh, Stair though. Uh-oh, double deke. And now Rain sits atop the smoke. And he drops down. Sound cue given away. Rain no longer with the element of surprise. They know exactly where he is. They're focusing on him. They're sending bullets through that smoke. He needed a bit of twinkle toes action, but Rain's a heavy man and he hits the ground.
I don't know how you win this if you're FaZe. You just get smoked off in double doors. You've got one flashbang on Carrigan. You've got no kits, and Rain's in tunnels with an MP9. He can't take any of these fights.
Yabby's on the hunt, chasing him down. And Yabby's finished him off. It's now Carrigan 1v3. Comes in with a big pick at the back of the platform, but look who's inside of the smoke. It's Cadian. And Carrigan dives down, no kit in his back, nor any utility to apply the pressure. Got the right read, but Cadian brings him down with a Tech 9. And unfortunately for FaZe, Rugg is only 17 years old.
Ooh.
Rain back of the site. Here's Frozen out towards Car. Flashes up into the sky, and Frozen ready to mow them down. Gets a double, but Cadian shows he can do that as well. Into the B-bomb site, and ooh, you hate retaking B.
It's a classic change of pace out of a timeout. And you do it at a moment where, oh, FaZe, you feel like you're pressured to go for this.
Yeah, you want to see if there's a way in, but there's just so much utility left for Astralis.
And you're competing for the series, right? Otherwise, you're fighting for overtime.
Yeah, and that's a long way off. So.
But you have one kit and very little utility, and you're smoked out.
Flash has to come in, has to be perfect. Brokey throws the flashbang in. Stown is blinded by it. The flash is in fact perfect. And Device once again asked to clutch for Astralis. Goes to the Glock, and it's not enough to put an end to them. FaZe come back in. Brilliant flash from Brokey.
Pause the game. Rain, you
Please, someone fix it.
Turn that pillow around right now. Here we go towards long. Yabby and Cadian to lead the way out. They're getting real aggressive, real fast-paced, running through the Molotov as well, and spraying. Yabby in position, gets one. Cadian can't trade that off. He's out of ammunition, and he's stuck behind the smokes. A brawl to take long control. It's Astralis's in a 1-for-1 trade. Now, here's the difference. Let's watch how this plays out, because in the first half, when things like this happened, Astralis was getting aggressive in B tunnels, aggressive in middle, finding flanks. FaZe standing pat for the moment until that kill and information comes out.
Yeah, and now Brokey just smokes himself off at the car to make sure that he can stay alive and keep the pressure up. Doing a good job so far. Astralis fully committed towards long. Now, they are very much committed to this long play right now.
If you're Astralis at this point, I feel like in the back of your head, you're like, you know you've lost this round. Like no round is truly out of reach ever.
But the percentage chance is very low.
You feel like you can't go back because you have no information and no one there.
That helps.
You feel like you can't necessarily go forward. Yeah, you clear Brokey out. You have one smoke to cross over.
20 seconds.
I think they're just backing off.
Yeah, because they can't get the bomb to the site
almost like they're trying to execute a late split up catwalk. This is crazy.
But they won't make it in time. So at least they go down before the time. Device is going to come back, try and hang on to the AWP, but they're already applying pressure towards top middle. Device able to pick off Frozen. Needs to be careful here. Only has $250 in the bank.
Yeah, but that's why I almost think saving would have been the better option. You have those weapons, replenish a little bit of utility. There's no way.
Here they come. Carrigan ready to mow them down. Powers up the lawnmower. Cuts down the grass. Frozen's there with Device. And it's clean from Carrigan. It's clean from FaZe. And the comeback is here. That's where Yabby's role perhaps becomes more important.
Yeah, they didn't have this. They didn't have Yabby last time.
Yeah, well, he might just die to Elige. Yep, so Elige sees him using utility, realizes he's got a chance just to take a straight up fight. Wins it easily. Now they no longer have that flank, and 4 players committed long with nowhere to go. So looking like FaZe are going to grab 10 here. Device making sure that the fight is still had. He'll pick up an AK-47 and commit into the long fight. Frozen's here now. Brokey's with him in the bomb site. 39 seconds on this clock. Brokey to peek into the open. Stown down. Oh, Frozen with him, and it is collapse. Utter collapse for Astralis. They have disappeared on the T side. FaZe are back in a big way.
The decision to try and do that late split up catwalk, losing 2 AK-47s, then force buying around the 1 saved AWP. Like, all these things have given FaZe, you know, 3 rounds of ease of which they could get some of their feel back. They could get their game back to them, and it's obviously working because they're just racking up rounds in a row now. It's what, 5 straight for FaZe?
Here's Stair. Deagle. Oh, okay, that can definitely help matters, but Device goes down a car and they need to get that bomb across. Stair, oh, somehow still alive, but Elige eventually finishes him off. Stown still fragging. Astralis still in a 2v3. Make it 2v2. The Deagle's not stopping. And this would be a devastating way to stop the comeback for FaZe. Brokey goes through with a USP in hand, and Cadian with 4 bullets in his gun. He runs out to the Deagle instead, and the USP comes out on top.
Yeah, but that's sketchy for FaZe. But Astralis' T-side, as you mentioned, has gone cold.
Here's Brokey, peeking into short. Yabby down, Stair swung on by Elige, bomb spotted and dropped. FaZe about to body bag Astralis here on Dust 2 and grab map point first. Hardly anybody saw that coming.
No, not, I mean, look, FaZe just started playing Counter-Strike about 6 rounds ago, so it kind of makes sense. Device is going to lead the way in this 3v5. Would love to find a pick peering into the A bomb site. Elige has taken the op. All 3 defenders are going to move out towards long A where Cadian lurks, but it gives the open avenue to Device.
And Device is going to try and maximize that, but Elige right through the baskets. Device's head torn right off. And FaZe to grab map point, but in spectacular fashion with all 5 players looking to stay alive here. A bomb plant will be secure for Stown. So him and Cadian have to combine to pull this back, and Stown just couldn't do it. Cadian on the double, but the bomb's so far away. He's got a molly.
It should be done by the time that molly comes
that's
in, although it's
true.
Brokey with low HP.
No, it's already done. And yeah, Brokey got away with 1 tick. So FaZe, map point. What a comeback. You were right. You can never count out FaZe. No matter how dire it looks, they always find a way.
It's lost the magic.
The best they can hope for now is overtime. Brokey not able to connect that opening. In fact, he takes damage on board, down to 48 HP, but he goes back again in classic Brokey fashion, doesn't give up, and Device cast aside.
Oh, and he's got one more crack shot at the bomb as well. Sees the utility coming up, blind shot into the door, felt like it was very close.
And he's not giving up again, gives another go.
Look, Stair's been sharp, we should say. We saw some clean shots from the Deagle, immediate one-bullet headshots. He's been really solid in openers. He's been right there with Device throughout this map. So if someone's going to create the opportunity, feels like Stair in this position is looking for the chance.
And off he goes. Up through short, Elige. Hands busy, utility coming in. Oh, this is the play. He dives down into CT spawn and Brokey's gone. Elige forced into the open with the fire at his feet, but still gets one. Bomb loose on the ground at short side, 20 seconds to pick it up. Yabby and Stown combining together. Bomb plant coming in. It's all on Carrigan to close this map out. He could do it if he clutches up in the 1v2. Head spotted in the sight. Damage done. Stown already low. And Carrigan fighting on two fronts. He's got it down. It's just one bullet required. And Stown hides. Just cowers away. Keeps his head away from the fight against Carrigan. Both of them, one bullet from death. And Carrigan gets into the sight. It's the defuse being stuck. Stown not going, not buying it. Carrigan stops it. He came off it, and he gets taken out. It's overtime. Carrigan gives it up. He had it in the palm of his hand, and Carrigan stops the defuse.
Oh, have you seen anything like it? He had that 10 times over. So they're expecting the change-up.
Ooh. Charge from mid. Here goes Yabby. Cadian able to respond. Here comes Stown straight through that B smoke, and he's still fighting, still alive. Eventually gets his kill on Brokey. 40 seconds on the clock. Bomb plant coming in now for Astralis.
Rain's
still at B. How is he still here? Finally taken out. They come through the smoke and CT spawn. Device is good for one, and Stair's got the other.
All right, it's getting a little scrappy now.
Oh yeah, it's real scrappy.
Getting a little bit crazy. Nice hard-fought round from Astralis. Double up on the T side, but with that round victory, I mean, Cadian can drop back and pick up an AK-47 and T-spawn if he wants. He wanted to go for the long spawn and take advantage of that. We'll see if he has an AK-47 to switch into.
Eventually, finishes off the kill on Cadian.
If Astralis want to hit a decent timing in his B bomb, so they have to disrespect the smoke.
Yeah, well, let's see if they do that and they get ready to go. And here they come, straight through it. Rain at the window. Ooh, misfires. Now it's Frozen's turn. Back of the car, delivers the first to flying Yabby. Oh, no way. Yep, flying through the sky, lands the headshot with the AK-47. And Astralis into the B bomb site, bomb down 3v3. Just absolutely ridiculous at the moment.
Hey, FaZe won a fantastic retake in a 3v3 at this bomb site earlier in the half. We'll see if they can do it again, or actually in regulation.
Device waiting for the B play to come through, and he looks away at the wrong time, and so Elige can move through. Here come FaZe again. That's the opening they need, and then suddenly all the rest of the kills just line up. And Device is going to be so mad.
Yeah, because it's like, why?
Yeah, and oh god.
Because you just know, you miss that smoke and you're like, oh, they're going to attack.
They're going to try and use this now, aren't they? And Yabby absolutely wants to do so, has been spotted. Rain now prime, moves into the open. Frozen's done well, Device is gone. Couple of back-to-back frustrating rounds here for Device. Carrigan's turn to try and step up, but Cadian wins that duel as Carrigan goes down to Longhouse, and ooh, we're looking at Brokey having to drop back behind car.
Not a whole lot of people here, though, for Astralis. I don't think they have the resources that they'd like to clear out the car position. They don't even have a Molotov. It's coming late in the hands of Yabby, but Brokey got a clean shot, missed it. Support from the bomb site, and now Astralis is running out of options.
Stair trying to fight short. That was often a recipe to get back into these rounds, but it doesn't go their way. And nice shots from Brokey to close it out. FaZe up 14-13 to turn on the CT half, and
but there's going to be smokes put up in his way.
Mixed success in regulation for FaZe as they went for short hits. Stown and Carrigan. It's going to be Carrigan on top of that fight. Frozen to win his. Now 3v5 to flip back here for Astralis in the dying embers of the round. Device has gone back to try and figure out, can he deal with Frozen? And that bomb plant is in. So for Astralis, this round's already done. And no device saving over into the next either with that AWP, and Carrigan trying to make sure they cannot save it all.
It's all good. I mean, yeah, if this is regulation, you're saving this round 100% of the time.
But it's already done. You mean
in overtime, they didn't even have a chance to go for it, even if they wanted to.
So we're looking at 15-13 FaZe back to map point again. The train yards await if FaZe can just win one of the next two here.
Nice cleanup from FaZe down the stretch. Just as the bomb goes off. 2 chances to close out the map, and as you mentioned, take us to train as a third decider. Yeah, a lot of control early on. You've got mid-Xbox control. You force back the catwalk defense. You have long control. Astralis need to make a decision right now if they're going to re-aggress long, re-aggress catwalk, or shift towards middle and B and push it. Now, they are pushing B with Device and Yabby.
Elish is going to catch the perfect timing, though. Both kills. Huge from Elish, and that should be it. Those 2 kills have put FaZe in a position of absolute power to close this out. Stown will do what he can, but you need a classic Cadian clutch just to keep them in this. He knows that Elish was around the tunnels. He's going to have a look for him now. Cadian goes into the fight. Good timing. Elish looking the wrong way, and Cadian gets that kill, but at least information. And Cadian's going to run, wasting no time to get to long. And that quick play, that quick decision to get long, this might work out for Cadian. He could get himself into a 1v1 fight here, but Brokey planting over to the left side for short has locked Cadian out of a powerful spot here, and a flash comes in, now spots him. Grenade goes in, Cadian with 3 bullets, this time reloads. He'll play this with a rifle, but with Brokey on the angle and Frozen just above him, it's pretty much done here. Cadian's going to give it one good go, but FaZe will step up, and they get themselves back into Dust 2. We wanted a few extra rounds. Carrigan ensured overtime, but they get the job done regardless. To the rainy train yards. It's going to be FaZe starting on the CT side, Astralis on the T side for a final map of play. Quick outside push. It's going to be Stown leading the charge past the right train to the E-box and putting the pressure on. No one from FaZe giving fights over. They just hide, cower away.
Yeah, and Stown knows where that next peek is going to come from. Oh, they've actually ran all the way through to Pop Dog to inside. And now they're going to go back because look at the defense shifting. And Astralis just know they've got FaZe completely fooled. They've got him on a string and they're pulling him back and forth. Smoke down for Z. Carrigan locked out and should be a bomb plant for Astralis.
Yeah, with that smoke going down, that's ruined the plans of Carrigan, but he constructs a new one. He goes through the smoke, he denies the plant, and now it's back on. Elish with a clean shot. Bomb is not planted, and Astralis have to fight back again. No. Yabby didn't get the kill. Elish goes back to it, and no way, Astralis. They've let this one go. Somehow, FaZe have fought themselves back into a position where they're about to close out this pistol, but Stair can still win it. And with that kill on Carrigan, he's got time, and he knows that pick will have rotated Elish, so he goes back and plants on default. This round has been all over the map, but it comes down to the 1v1.
Stair put himself in a position to win this. Like, if you come out of this bomb site to go for this retake as Elish to find the defuse, you've got so many angles to worry about.
Elish comes back through connector already. Sound cue. Stair knows. Elish has no kit. Time will run thin. Stair spotted. Elish chasing him down, but all Stair needs to do is stay alive. Time is so far gone. Elish has got the kill, and he's gonna get to the defuse. Fantastic round from Elish. He flips it back in FaZe's favor, and it looked like Astralis had it locked in at many points throughout that first round. So a quick charge. Up into the brown hall, so looking to apply pressure to Frozen. Tosses out the utility, but it's just a smoke. It isn't going to slow them down. They're just going to run right through it. And so Frozen cast aside, and the bomb site opened up entirely. Astralis called the B-rush, and it's effective.
And it might end up just being a save, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, definitely with that kill. Now it's a save. I was going to say, the only thing that maybe not, maybe they rotate around through CT spawn, get a new angle on it. Carrigan's going to upgrade to an AK-47. Astralis have their first round on the board, and they're going to try and take guns away at the end. Yabby already hunting for weapons, and already close by at 6 train. He's going to hear these footsteps. And this is a brutal timing I don't think they're going to expect. Oh, well, Brokey will.
Yeah, Brokey expected it big time. Device does very well to handle the pressure from 3 players.
And they're making their move off that information. Cadian's already out. He sees the gun barrel. Calling out one's over in hell, one in Z. Alish caught off guard, but still alive for the fight.
Rain waiting to activate, his teammates stepping up, but Yabby goes back to the information that Cadian picked up earlier, and so Rain is gone. 4v4, Astralis still trying to get in towards the bomb site.
The X Factor is going to be Kerrigan. Oh, beautiful. Kerrigan's still alive, though. He's taken the position of Rain over towards Hell, and he's been spotted. Extended spray, and the bomb is bailed out. It's towards the inner bomb site where FaZe have no standing, no presence.
Yeah, and Kerrigan's going to back in towards Yabby. So no shot, no opportunity here at all. And Astralis go ahead and get themselves a second. Back-to-back rounds, 1 B hit. And following up with this finish on the A bomb site. Outside execution being set up, Device gonna smoke, and Flash ready to go over the top here. And in the meantime, with not even needing to go around the corner, a pick's already come in from Star. Brokey making sure that FaZe stay even on the numbers, but 1 minute left. There's still plenty of time here for Astralis.
Tough part is he's got no teammates over towards Ivy. Alicia's coming back in to close that gap just now to allow Brokey to focus forward, but it's just a deagle. So trade. Stown gets Alish, but Brokey gets Yabby.
Kerrigan's pushed B, and he's got up to Pop Dog pretty quick here on the flank. So Brokey's under pressure, but Kerrigan could still be a piece to think about. 9 seconds, bomb down thanks to Kerrigan. They got to pick it up. They got to get on the plant. And Stown is going to do it with just enough time. There goes Kerrigan, and he can't win the fight against Device at E-Box. So 4 rounds in a row here for Astralis' T side.
Yeah, really cool though, FaZe almost putting that together with Brokey at the bomb train, the flank from Kerrigan. That could have been a really cool situation for them to come out on top of, but well done from Astralis.
Device slowly dropping and slowly creeping forward. Kerrigan and Frozen almost in tandem get 2 opening kills here for FaZe Clan. Being able to respond to the 1 pick from Star, and it looks like that streak of round wins is going to come to a close here for Astralis.
We'll see. Frozen has had a tough time at the center bomb site. Thankfully, Brokey's able to grab 1 up top. Yabby can't slow play that kind of upper lurk like he did previously. Stow not working up the courage to turn the corner. They got to a hot start. It's been continuing for sure. Stow just looking to try and save this. Oh.
Raid's always so good at those wall bangs, man.
Stow thought he was done. He's like, all right. Now it's just that one little burst.
I like that. That was
cool.
Good. Under a minute now for Astralis. Still have the option to go back Pop Dog, and that looks like what they're going to investigate at the moment. Rain's in a strong spot. Tucked in the corner, swings on a timing, and loses his life. So advantage now with Astralis at the 45-second mark in the round.
And Alish just smoked T-mid, so he's got to just be gun out for Pop. Stair should lead the way with low HP, and hopefully...
They still have 2 players on B as well.
Yeah, there's a B fake coming in right now, so Frozen and Broke, you have seen plenty of action at this bomb site. Don't want to budge. It's on a leash initially.
Blind. So blind. Fantastic flash from Stout. Kerrigan can't get it done. And now the final 2 players are locked in the B bomb site, but Brokey's come back quickly. Made the rotation into the site. Looking to be elusive with his sniper. Yabby in front of him. Quick shot to the chest. Is there anything else here for Brokey? Would need to be a hero. Okay, no scope to the face of Cadian. And Brokey is keeping FaZe with a shot at this, and that grenade would have been ridiculous. Damage done to Star, but not enough to down him. And where is Frozen? He needs a little bit of help here, Brokey, if this round was going to happen, and it just doesn't come in time. So they're going to back away. They're going to save their weapons.
Whee!
That was pretty cool.
That was really cool. Let's do it again.
Oh, leash in the middle of a fight, though. And it's going to be perfect for FaZe to kick this off. Double from the rifle, and he gets away.
And now FaZe have all the information.
Good pick from Device Leash with his 3rd kill of the round. And single-handedly brought down this round from Astralis. 40 seconds remaining. Stalin starting to make his play out. He really needs to be successful if there's anything to happen here for Astralis, and he's got to do it soon. We're talking 30 seconds left to start planting that bomb. And he's not really being the most proactive, waiting for that smoke to fade, but you know, this is done. So not going anywhere.
Yeah, there's no good options, so you can't really blame him for being hesitant. I think he's also hoping Stare might get a gift that opens up the avenue for Stown to activate. There's a nice kill, and if you're ready for Brokey, you might have gotten that one as well, but Brokey spins. 8 seconds on the clock. Stare tries to bail out, but it's too late. 5-5, FaZe have tied things up again. FaZe have run a number of aggressive plays towards B and pushing the box halls, but it feels like it's never really been in a round where Astralis has been taking control of box halls. They haven't been able to line up that aggression to be impactful, but here comes the execute.
Frozen gets his gun out this time, has the protection of the Thomas train, but he still goes down. Cadian's Mac-10 overruns him, and now Brokey needs to be careful. He's being pushed, he's being flanked, stares around the backside, and Brokey's gone. Astralis hit the B bomb site with force. They may have had weaker weapons, they may have had a weakened buy, but Astralis still pull through and get a 6th round win and are quickly scavenging all the little up. There's Device taking the pick on Brokey. Opening kill for Astralis just at the 1 minute mark.
Here's the move.
And here's Rain now going forward. They feel like this is the timing, but Cadian still got his eyes on it, but it's combined with some Frozen aggression. Elige will fall at the hands of Cadian. Rain is long gone, and he's gone back to watch that team aim play forward. 48 seconds left. Astralis still with the player advantage. Rain trying to block team aim with a smoke. He's done a pretty good job at that, but here comes the reaction. Karrigan holding the Ivy push. Device is gone. Karrigan goes again. Not enough done to take down Stown. 35 seconds now in the round. Rain still a problem, still a possible threat, but he's only got a Deagle. He's got a strong position and an even stronger Deag. Rips the head off Stown. 20 seconds on this clock, and Cadian's come back with the bomb on his back. Rain is not ready. Headshot in. It's just Frozen to try and close this out at a tied scoreline. Cadian moves forward. Frozen's got the headshot, and now with 10 seconds left, Stare means to make the leap. Over the top, and Frozen brings him to the ground. 6-6, tied scoreline, and this is exactly what we want from a final map decider. Unlikely. FaZe quick. Sandwich smoke thrown in. Brokey's gonna dive on through, but Cadian's got the first kill of the round. In fact, he manages a second, but both of those kills are responded to almost immediately by FaZe. But Stown wants a double, and he's got exactly what he wants. Rain inside the smoke, revealed to Device. So Astralis grabbed their 7th round, and it's the pistol round collected. Push from Stare in towards team main. Karrigan gonna lose his life. Astralis have the advantage, and you really shouldn't expect this one to go too far in the other direction.
No, should be fine. Rain gonna get a little frisky with his Deagle, peeking deep into the bomb site. Cadian on the other end of that, the jiggles with the Deagle not landing, and Cadian just says, I don't really need to take this fight, so I'll play it safe.
Yeah, looking back at some of the results in today's opening day with PGL Bucharest 2025, Aurora's first run with the new organization. Lost a map to Pain. Got the 2-1 done.
Oh, good, they got the dub.
Yeah, Liquid, not so good. They lost 2-0.
To Legacy.
Falcons also having a rough time.
2-0 to Complexity.
But surprisingly, G2 getting a W. But it was against GamerLegion.
True. All right, well, this is the final push. FaZe have spent their time spread across the map, hoping these Deagles can get picks.
Dude.
And there it is.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 3rd time's the charm on Rain's peak, and now the bomb can get planted, and now it's scrambling if you're Astralis' defense trying to recover this, but still huge advantages.
Where's Star's gun? Oh god, he's only got a USP to work with right now, so they send him forward. Low HP in front of him in the form of Brokey. That was the perfect player to try and fight, but Brokey just rips his head off. Here comes Yabby past the oil train, needs to ignite, and he's got himself a double. 3rd kill offered up, but he's out of bullets. And Stown now 1v1 Frozen down, and Stown able to recover the mess for Astralis. It's a win in the eyes of FaZe in terms of getting the bomb plant and the amount of damage they did, but when you get that close, you really want the whole thing.
Same thing now for FaZe. Have a chance to break this economy very early on.
Spam down through the smoke. It looked like it was guaranteed to be Elige's, but Stown fires back more accurately and gets that kill. Device searching and getting a bullet through the brain. Brokey.
He's on one.
Great shot.
Yeah, he's on one today. Or at least in this map, I should say.
Yeah.
You get that right-hand man fragging as well. Get a Legion there with a couple of big impact double kills. Kerrigan's going to creep out T-mid. Molotov into position of
Cadian's
Cadian.
not enjoying that.
Yeah, Cadian's going to have to move. Swings for the fight. Goes down. Does massive damage, though, even in a losing effort, so not bad. If Yabi can hold on, round's still in contention, but it's drifting away. And now it's completely slipped out of their grasp. And the money is gone, so Stairs grabbed the AWP, and he's bailed out.
And Frozen immediately onto the hunt. They can even delay the plant if they wanted. They delayed it maybe a second longer there, and the hunt's already through, but Stare... middle of the bomb train, it's tough because you can get pushed from two sides.
And this is FaZe operating with the knowledge of the previous round of getting 4 kills and just saying, if we grab this one gun, they've got nothing that we need to stress about.
And they've got the entire fuse of that bomb to hunt him down here. So unlikely Stare will make it into the next, and Frozen will confirm that fact. He even picks up the AWP on the way out.
Now, important to note, in this series, FaZe has lost against a couple... Same play. Timing was around like the minute and 30-second mark, but now we got a run boost. Oh, that's a tough shot to adjust if you're Brokey, but can you get away from this? Yes, you can! You could just add more on top. Oh, it wasn't last round. It was this one to be the heartbreak for FaZe.
Dude, that's insane. How have they got away with so much? And there's a weapon down there at Ivy they're going to be thinking about a little bit later into the round, but right now, Rain and Carrigan, 2v4 to try and pull back. And Carrigan's taken so much damage on board, so the onus here is on Rain to do something massive. And I think he's just got the worst timing ever because Yabi spotted him in that corner. Instant kill in the 5-7. And Carrigan can't do anything. So they pushed out Ivy. They've got the recovered weapons. And yeah, this is heartbreak for FaZe to concede this round.
These low buys, I feel like they've had one in just about all 3 maps now with this one added on top. So Carrigan just going for the bomb plan, going for the team money, knowing winning is just way out of reach. He'll hold for Yabi. He knows the swing is there, who's playing it patiently, waiting for everyone to arrive, and he didn't even need anyone. Headshot from Yabi, and 9th round for Astralis.
Rain's on a Tech 9. Everybody else has got their primary choice of weapon. But that is a huge round to pick up here for Astralis, and they're going to go into pop fast, forced by the fire. They're going to go speed up, Stare at the front. Carrigan, utility in hand. Oh, this could be perfect. Stare gets in, double kill. Great transfer onto the second player as well. Rain just can't catch a break.
A win here in a 5-on-3 into a very labored investment from FaZe in the following round. And Astralis will be at 11.
Spray down through the smoke. Stare is going to send the grenade in. Ooh, just a default, not going to work out, but Stown certainly looking like he's going to make it happen here. First headshot's in, denies the plant. And tried for the triple, but Frozen able to stand his ground. But 4 players to collect, and it's not even going to be the first. So Device chimes in. It's 10 rounds for Astralis, double figures collected.
Round 20, 8-11, AK-47's out for FaZe across the board. Astralis have an AWP in the field of play in the hands of Device, and plenty of cash.
Pick for Device, going again, but caught in the open and can't get away. So the leash will punish him for his missed shot.
The missed shot, but also you don't often see Device take a pick like that and then swing wider for the next fight. I think Device just, the mistake is him looking for that next fight immediately instead of backing off and reassessing.
Cadian, ooh. Look at this timing again. Aggression. Up through Pop Dog, it is the bane of their existence, and Rain is worried about a push coming in, but he handles the second player. Fantastic work from Rain to get the 2 in that situation, and that keeps FaZe in the fight.
Yeah, there you go. Even if you're having a bad game, you can always have impact. That's a massive double kill for Rain to get. Smoke being thrown out.
There's Yabi on the pick back, though.
If you're Astralis right now, you're like, this could be a fake. Like, we have to be really careful. It's hard for these 2 players to get together.
So Stown getting closer with the AWP. Bomb plant coming in, confirming the position. of the remaining 2 players here of FaZe, and Stown is going to creep out ever closer. Spotted 1. Scope is up. Grenades in. Stown's position given away. Elige making the move, but Stown's got the read, and the no-scope connects. Elige is down. Now Brokey left 1v2. Such an important round here for FaZe. Brokey's had a lights-out map so far on his own. Stown's on the defuse. Stown is sticking it, and Brokey is nowhere to be found. Yabby kept him occupied. Brokey gets both kills, but the round is already done, and Stown steals it away.
Just the way the round played out, Brokey had no chance in that clutch. Just the way he had to reposition from the AWP, reposition from the nade, reposition from the flank. AWP was recovered at the end of the round by Brokey, so he'll at least have that. And FaZe gonna end this on a fast, aggressive yard play.
There's Device straight through the smoke. Carrigan gonna get caught. So in terms of finding the correct first step to closing out this series, Device has gone ahead and grabbed it. Yabby now getting involved, and it's all over. Device with a second shot through the smoke. Pack it up, pack it in. FaZe collapse at the hands of Astralis. It's a 2-1 victory. They get the revenge from their previous matchup 2 weeks ago in Lisbon, where FaZe dominated them in a quick 2-0, but Astralis have come back into Bucharest with some improvements. Would have liked a 2-0 today themselves. Had the opportunity on Dust too, but stabilized here on Train.
I think you just have to look at this and just be, you got to be happy that you found a way to reinvigorate and reactivate 3 of the players who in Lisbon were really, really struggling for you. Cadian, Yabby, and Stare all had nightmare tournaments at that event, but now they've bounced back and they've at least got this first win. And let's see if it can continue, because that's an Astralis that seems on the right path.